The game for this review is provided by SMG Studios.
Iris, run the death squared simulation for me, please.
Yes, David.
The Switch is not even out for 6 months, or the amount of co-op gameplay titles are flying through the roof. And with so many different co-op experiences, you want the best game for your next party, gathering, or just playtime with your best friend. Well, I am BroskiPlays and I'm here to help you with that decision with a review of Death Squared, a cooperative puzzle game for 1, 2 or 4 players by SMG Studio. Now the question is, does this game stand out from the rest of the group? Let's find out.
David, I'm detecting ethanol in your respiration. Are you hungover again?
No, Iris, it's just my mouthwash.
So the game takes place in a laboratory where a fellow co-worker named David and David's robotic assistant named Iris work. Right off the bat, the game takes a hilarious turn when both characters start their daily routine work. And that work is to observe 2 colored blocks trying their best to make it to their colored portal. Now this may seem easy at first sight, but let me tell you that this game is a brain trainer for any logical puzzler or even non-puzzler. The puzzles are really well designed and are in tons of variations, from invincible colored blocks which you can go through depending on the color of the block, to lasers that instantly roast you when you take one step into their sights. Because of this, Death Squared requires the best teamwork from both players in order to proceed through each level. There were a couple moments where my block got stuck and it just starts launching off the screen, and those were the moments which made me and my friend burst in tears of laughter. In terms of game modes, the game features 3 game modes: Campaign, Party Mode and the Vault, which includes extra levels and content to try out. I start off with the Campaign, which tells a story about the beloved, lovable co-worker David and his assistant, and throughout your journey you'll hear plenty of quotes that are so well written and are extremely hilarious.
New lasers, Iris?
Yes, David. The old units showed a drastic decrease in photon amplification toward the end of their life cycle.
Drastic decrease in the what now?
Simplifying language. The old lasers weren't zappy enough.
Oh, right, of course. You have to have the right amount of zap. Oh, wow.
And sometimes they are even taking the focus from the gameplay, but that is just kudos to the writing itself. Not only can you play with 2 Joy-Cons separate, but you can also play with a Pro Controller, which is great. Just set up a screen and you can start playing. Next up is sound, and the music for this game is, as you can hear, really pleasant to the ear. However, at one point in my playthrough I noticed a slight music bug where the music suddenly stops playing. But that was just a small complaint and it didn't really bother me too much. The sound effects are really fitting, and sounds like the laser and the other hazards make it even more fun when you die accidentally.
Hey Iris, what are your prime directives?
Directive 1. Serve Omnicorp. Directive.
If we talk about fun factor, this game is definitely a king, as the game was so much fun to play with my friend. We were working together to try these puzzles and try to solve them, and with each time that we solved one we gave each other a high five, and that feeling is what makes this game so much fun. Not only that, but the party mode is great for when more people come over and you just want to have some mindless fun with chaos and everything included, of course. This game is also perfect to just play with your mom, or your dad, or your grandmother. It doesn't matter. Everyone can pick up and play, and it really helps building a nice party vibe in your environment. Now for innovation, I say Death Squared is unique. It takes the simple approach of here is a blue cube and here is a red cube, now get to that portal, and expands it with new mechanisms, hazards and surprises that will really test your logical brain, your communication plus teamwork. Death Squared is an excellent cooperative experience. Everyone can just join in and play. However, if you are thinking to buy this for your own, then please don't. This game is not as fun as it sounds when you play it on your own. I mean, it's possible, but the difficulty gets higher and the enjoyment will get lower. However, for what it is, Death Squared is worth the $15 on the eShop, and should definitely be your #1 choice if you don't have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or want to Switch lying around. That's why I give Dead Squared an excellent 8.5 out of 10. It's a great party game that can be enjoyed with everyone, but it lacks in single player content. However, if you have friends, then buy this game, because it's worth the price tag. Anyways, I want to thank SMG Studios for sending in their review copy for Dead Squared for me to review, and until next time when we review Tumbleseed. Until then, this was BroskiPlays, and stay broski.